Hi everyone, today we're on Module 4, Fractions of VMath Level F. This is Lesson 5, so turn to page 25 to follow along and take notes. All right, this is a hands-on guided discovery one. It says subtracting fractions with unlike denominators using fraction strips. So here we have 6/10 minus something equals something. So since this is review, they are showing us here in the purple blocks, I should say, or pieces, equal 1/10. So notice that we have 6 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, then they're crossing out 3 of them. So this is just a little bit of practice. So we're taking away 3/10. Remember, if we have a common denominator, then that stays the same. And then you just do 6 minus 3 is 3. So our answer, we have 3/10 left over. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. And it's supposed to be 4/5. So these are 4/5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 5. Okay, so let's just pretend that there's another one there, but that one's not shaded in. Only the 4 are shaded in. But then we're taking away one of these. So minus 1/5. So 4/5 minus 1/5 equals 3/5, which is all the way simplified. All right, here we have 3/5 minus 3/10. Well, if we want to do a problem like this, we need to make sure that we have a common denominator. Well, fifths and tenths are not the same, but we know that 5 goes into 10, so let's just make the fifths into tenths. And how we do that, if you remember, we do 5 times 2 on the bottom. If we do times 2 on the bottom, we do times 2 on the top, and we get 6/10. So then we have 3/5 minus 3/10 equals, it's the same thing as 6/10 minus 3/10. Remember, now the denominators are the same. So then we leave it as tenths, and 6 minus 3 is 3. Okay, here we have 2/3 minus 1/6. Well, we know that 3 goes into 6, so we're just going to make that 2/3 into 6. Because if we do 3 times 2 on the bottom, we do 2 times 2 on the top, and we get 4/6, so then we have 4/6 right here. So 4/6 minus 1/6 equals 3/6. And then we can simplify because top and bottom can both be divided by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 6 divided by 3 is 2. And we get 1/2. So if we were using the fraction strips, here's 1/2. And remember, if it's 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, if we have 4 of them shaded in, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we take away the 1, then we have 1, 2, 3, 6 left, and we can see that that equals exactly, 1/2. All right, here we have 3/5 minus 1/2. Well, 5 and 2, the denominators are not the same, so let's make them have common denominators. If we have 3/5 and 1/2, we know that 5 and 2 both go into 10, so let's make tenths again. So to do that here, we would do 5 times 2, and then we would have to do times 2 on the top, because remember, whatever you do on the bottom or the top, you have to do to the other. So then 3 times 2 is 6. So now we have 6/10 minus 1/2. Well, 1/2 equals how many tenths? So we're going to do times 5. Times 5, 1 times 5 is 5. So we have 5/10. Well, 6/10 minus 5/10 equals 1/10. Okay. Okay, so we can see here, this is 3/5, 1, 2, 3 out of 5 pieces. But if we make it into tenths, we get 6/10. And then if we make this 1/2 into 5/10, then if we take that away, we would only have 1/10 left. Sorry, I should have drawn this right here because 1/2 equals 5/10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 1/2, and here's that 1/6 piece. So if we take that away, then we have 1/2 left, which equals 5/10. So then, sorry, oh my goodness. We're not taking away the 1/10, we're taking away the 5/10. My bad. So we're taking away all of this, and then we have the 1/10 left over right here. All right, this says, when you subtract two fractions such as 3/5 and 1/2, how do you know what fraction bars to exchange to represent denominators that are the same? Well, we know we have to have common denominators, so we would have to exchange any denominators that are not the same. So we have to make the denominators be common or the same. All right, here we have fraction strips. So you can use the link on your lesson to use the fraction strips to subtract these, and then you can double check it, and we'll do these right now too by changing the fractions. So we have 3/4 and 1/8. Well, 3/4 goes into eighths. So if we do 3/4 equals eighths, 4 times 2 is 8. So then you do 3 times 2 on top. 3 times 2 is 6. So now you have 6/8 minus 1/8. So when you change this one, then it makes it easier to use those fraction strips, and you can see 6/8 minus 1/8. And then that equals 5/8. Over here, we have 1/2 minus 1/4. Well, we know that we can make halves into fourths because if we do 2 times 2, we get 4. 1 times 2 is 2. So then you have 2/4 minus 1/4, and that would equal 1/4. And then over here, this last one, we have thirds and fourths. Thirds and fourths. So now we have to change both of those because 3 does not go into fours. So 2/3 equals something, and then 1/4 is going to equal something else. So let's see, what could we do here? Well, we know that 3 and 4 go into 12. So then we could do 3 times 4 equals 12, and then we'd have to do 2 times 4 equals 8. So then we have 8/12 minus, and then 4 times 3 is 12, and then you do 1 times 3 is 3. So 8/12 minus 3/12 equals 5/12. All right, so now what you're going to do is just show your teacher your completed notes on page 25 and 26 to receive a stamp. All right, good job.